Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're looking at top 10 uncensored ecchi anime to watch. But before we start the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button as it really encourages us to make more interesting videos. Number 10, High School DxD.
兵道一世君に同意
言うな、虚しくなる。
Issei Hyodo, a high school student, is your typical pervert who wastes his time staring at women and fantasizing about having his own harem one day. When a beautiful girl asks Issei out on a date, things appear to be looking up for him, but she turns out to be a fallen angel who brutally kills him. However, he's given a second chance at life when Raya's Gremory, a beautiful senior student and a top-class devil, resurrects him as her servant and recruits Issei into the school's occult research club. Issei must train and fight to survive in the violent world of angels and devils as he slowly adjusts to his new life. In High School DxD, each new adventure leads to many hilarious and risky moments with his new comrades, all while keeping his new life hidden from his friends and family. Number 9, Monster Musume. Kimihito Kurusu lived a quiet, unremarkable life alone while his parents were away until monster girls began to crowd in. This alternate reality depicts cutting-edge Japan, the first country to promote non-human species integration into society. Agent Smith leaves Kimihito as the homestay character of Lamia named Mia due to the incompetence of the interspecies exchange coordinator. The newly minted darling quickly attracts girls of various breeds, resulting in an ever-expanding harem brimming with eroticism and allure. Unfortunately for him and the ladies, the Interspecies Exchange Act prohibits interspecies sexual activity. The only way to get around it is to use an experimental marriage provision. Kimihito's life becomes riddled with creature-specific restrictions as passionate, affectionate, and lusty women hound his every move, seeking his romantic and affections. There is a delicate interspecies law at work, with new species popping up all the time and events seemingly appearing out of nowhere. Nobody knows where Kimihito and his harem will end up. Number 8, Ao-chan Can't Study.
木島くんなんで
休憩時間入っ
Show them your owl face, says the narrator. Ao Hori would proudly proclaim the origins of her name as a young child. She is determined to study hard now that she is in high school in order to one day escape the influence of her lascivious father, a famous erotic author. When the sweet Takumi Kijima confesses to Hori, however, her mind races with scandalous ideas. Hori can't help but misinterpret Kijima's rather pure motivations as she moans eagerly to escape legs crossing and a warmth spreading through her body. To make matters worse, no matter how hard she tries to keep Kijima at bay, he continues to pursue her. Now, if she could only concentrate on her studies. Number 7, The Testament of Sister New Devil.
のぼせる
何言って何
Basara Tojo, a first-year high school student, is flustered by his eccentric father's sudden question. Hey, didn't you used to say you wanted a little sister? In addition, his father announces that he is remarrying. His father brings 2 lovely stepsisters over, but then leaves for an overseas trip. Mio and Maria Naruse, on the other hand, are Novus devils and succubuses. Basara comes dangerously close to forming a dangerous servant and master contract with them, but the contract is reversed due to an error, and Basara becomes the master instead. To make matters worse, erotic situations begin to appear in Basara's life on a regular basis. Mio, on the other hand, appears to be the target of other monsters and heroes. As a result, the story of the strongest contractor's desire action begins. Number 6, Domestic Girlfriend. Few things can hurt people more than just heartaches that come with unrequited love when they're in their adolescent years. Netsuo Fuji is an example of this, who has been enthralled by Hina, his school's ever-jovial teacher. Netsuo, depressed by this unattainable desire, entertains his friends by going to a mixer. There, he meets Rui, a girl with the same lack of excitement as him. Rui takes Netsuo to her house after bonding over their mutual awkwardness and asks him to have have a one-night stand with her, hoping that the experience will prevent her friends from treating her like a clueless child. Natsuo reluctantly agrees, his hopeless feelings for Hina still fresh in his mind. Both unsatisfied with their first times, they decide to part as strangers. However, this happens before he has a chance to process what has happened. Natsuo's father makes a major announcement. He's remarrying, and his new wife, Tsukiko Tachibana, is on her way to meet Natsuo right now. As if that wasn't shocking enough, Hina and Rui Tachibana are her daughters and thus Natsuo's new sisters, the woman with whom he is in love and with whom he spent his first night. As his eyes open to a darker side of love, Natsuo must come to terms with his feelings for his step-siblings. If you're enjoying this video and are interested in more anime videos, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Number 5. Shimoneta.
クッキーを作ってきたんですのよ。
アンナのクッキーはいつも美味しいわね。
Japan has been cleansed of all that is obscene and impure thanks to the implementation of strict new morality laws. Authorities have taken extreme measures to ensure that society remains chaste by monitoring citizens with special devices worn around their necks. Tanukichi Okuma, the son of a notorious terrorist who opposed chastity laws, has just started high school and has offered his assistance to the student council in order to get closer to President Anna Nishikinomiya, a childhood friend and a crush. Tanukichi has picked this girl's interest due to his father's notoriety, but he has no idea that the vice president, Ayame Kaijo, has a secret identity, Blue Snow, a masked criminal dedicated to spreading lead material among the sheltered public. Number 4. No Game, No Life.
初めてだね。
Sora and Shiro, Shotin Need siblings, and the online gamer duo behind the legendary username Blank Star in No Game No Life as real comedy. They consider the real world to be nothing more than a bad game. However, everything changes when they receive an odd email challenging them to a chess match. Tet, the god of games, is introduced to the brother and sister in an otherworldly realm. Sora and Shiro are welcomed to this board by the mysterious god, a world where all forms of conflict, from minor quarrels to the fate of entire countries, are resolved through high-stakes games rather than war. This system works because of a basic rule that requires each party to wager something of equal value to the other party's wager. In this strange land, the concept of humanity has been reduced to a game for children. Sora and Shiro, the indifferent genius gamer duo, have finally found a real reason to keep playing games. To unite this board's 16 races, defeat Tet, and become the gods of this new world where gaming is everything. Number 3. Trinity 7.
少し片付けに手間取ってしまいました。
The breakdown phenomenon began when the bright red sun stopped shining one day. The town of Aratakasuga was destroyed and the people who lived there vanished. All is not lost, however. Arata's world can be artificially reconstructed by using the magical grimoire given to him by his childhood friend and cousin Hijiri Kasuga. These six, along with Lilith, make up the Trinity 7, the school's elite, each bolstering their own power and skill. With a desire to save Hijiri and the assistance of his newfound friends, Arata will go to any length to save his beloved hometown and bring his best friend back. Number 2. Aesthetic of a rogue hero.
前
A number of selected people from Earth were summoned to other worlds about 30 years prior to the start of Hagure Yusha no Aesthetica, with only about half of them being able to return. Akatsuki Osawa was one of the young people chosen, and he was sent to Alizar to defeat the Dark Lord Garius, which he did before returning to his home world. Some of the chosen ones returned with small trinkets as souvenirs. On the other hand, Akatsuki took a different path. He brought back Miyu, the daughter of the defeated Dark Lord, who is now posing as his long-lost little sister. When Akatsuki and Miyu return, they are forced to enroll in a special school known as Babel, where they must train in order to master the abilities they acquired in Elazard one day, in the hopes of one day being able to help humanity. Will Akatsuki and Miyu be able to keep her true identity hidden, or will their peaceful life together be shattered? Number 1. Prison School. Hachimitsu Academy, a prestigious and historically all-girls school, has finally opened its doors to male students. Kiyoshi, a typical adolescent, is one of 5 boys who have enrolled. What he doesn't realize is that the school is secretly run by an underground student council comprised of ruthless, cruel, and totally attractive female students. The boys are sent to the school's prison if they are caught peeping, which is overseen by the ruthless, seductive warden who also serves as the vice president of the underground student council. After being subjected to manual labor, wipings, and chains, the boys will wish they were imprisoned with real criminals. Make sure to come back later today to see what else I have in store for you. Well, that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and comment below. Oh, also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new to this channel to be notified when we upload more content.